Hi everybody and welcome to this final round playthrough video. Tournament wins in Expert Division for the Snow Mountain 9-hole cup. Please give me a thumb up on the video, it helps me out a lot, and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Replays and adjustments coming for all 9 holes. Adjustments on screen and voiceover as well. Plenty of drops here to use as references. Hope you do well in your round. Please leave me a comment and let me know how you get on. Let's get cracking with hole number 1. Okay, we're going to tee off with the Apocalypse and a Kingmaker. We're going with 4.5 top spin, 3 bars side spin to the right. And we have level crosswind here pretty much. So we're going to set up with the red ring touching the rough with APOC 5 and 6 at the top of plus 6 yards. APOC 4, you will be at the top of plus 12. Bull guide pointing as shown down the next piece of fairway once you've added your spin, of course. Different club levels will have different ring references. Max plus 10 is the adjustment, pretty much the level crosswind angle here. Won't be needing any overpower, I would have thought, even with APOC 4 here. Outer wall curl to the right and hit perfect. Then we are going to have a nice drive distance here. It will bounce on the first fairway and roll along the second fairway. And your drive here, depending how much rollout you're going to get, is going to be in the region of 350 yards. Second shot, we're going to play rings from min once again. So find the minimum distance line with the thorn, and then you're going to add your spin. So have the bull guide through the hole before spin, and then we're going to add back spin as needed. Watch out for any glitch roll areas. You might need to shunt up a ring or two if needed, if you see a glitch roll. But 3 backspin is a good amount here. Then I push up rings from the minimum distance line to have the ball guide just going to the back of the cup, because there is a slight headwind angle and it's also uphill. For every ring you push up from min, you're going to play 1% slider. So if you push up 3 rings, you're going to play 3% slider, minus 10% elevation. Pull over the bullseye here, firstly for accuracy, but also so that your adjustment matches what I'm doing here in the video. And then hit perfect, and you've got a very good chance at starting your final round off with an eagle on this par 4. Hole number 2, we're going to play a topspin drive on the right-hand side. We're going with 5.8 topspin and 1 bar side spin to the left, and we're going to aim just as shown here. You'll see I just move around to find my position. Bull guide pretty much down the middle of the next piece of fairway. At the top of, well, it's actually P3 max with APOC 5 plus. APOC 4, you'll need to stretch out a couple of rings into OP to find your position. Max plus 10 with APOC 5 plus, you're going to leave it where it is. After your adjustment, APOC 4, you will need to push up 6 yards. So max plus 10, then we're going to take our shot and it will bounce in the middle at the end of the piece of the first fairway and then roll along the next one. Drive distance here is going to be in the region of 385 yards. Once again, we're going to play rings from min. Here I push up 5 rings from the min line, as I found that's been working well for the drive distance I was getting. Then I'm adding spin here. It's about 1.8 backspin. And you want to have the ball guide here going to the front of the cup. In the end, I tweaked my spin a little bit. You can see I tried a bit more backspin, but then decided just to remove a little bit. Tip of the ball guide, like I say, slightly short of the cup because the green slopes down towards the pin. 5% elevation. If you push up 5 rings from min, as I did here, you're going to play that one 13% slider, just as a reference there. But always try and get a table yourself for your rings from min. Find a nice position, and like I said, just tweak the spins as needed based on your drive. Comes in very nicely, hits the pin and falls for the albatross. Hole number 3, I did have a little go at the rough bump, but very difficult in this wind angle, so I'm going to play a bounce down instead with the QB. 4 backspin, and it's a 2.3 side spin to the left here. Weird spin amount. You might need to tweak it based on what wind angle and wind strength you get, but I'm playing from the minimum distance line with a power 3 ball and the quarterback, and that is blue ring touching the rough. Okay, so minimum distance line, blue ring touching the rough. Play minimum distance, 15% elevation, Power 3 settings, and subject to wind angle tweaks, of course, as is always needed on the par 3s, you can have a good look at the hole-in-one here. Just missing to the right-hand side on that one, but that's a pretty good effort in a tough wind angle. Hole 4, I'm going to set up at the top of plus 10 with APOC 5, P3 max with APOC 4, adding spin, 5.8 top spin, 3 right spin. Ball guide as shown, you'll see if you draw a line up from the edge of the ball guide, it's just missing where that rough sticks out on the next piece of fairway. So pause the video, have a look as well, get a ring reference or two if that helps, but usually you want to add spin, look at the second bounce. Max plus 10 is the adjustment on this one, no need to push up or anything here, but I'm going with inner wall curl to the right. Perfect ball really is needed here because it's a very narrow line down. You don't want to clip the rough on the right or the left, but you want to get a good roll down the fairway to set up a nice shot with our short iron. As you can see there, like I said, is a bit of a narrow line, but your drive distance is going to be around 400 yards. Rings from min now, so find the minimum distance line, and then we're going to count rings, pushing up and looking at the ball guide as well. So try and get it lined up to the pin. There's 5, and there's 10, and one more, because I want to play this one no spin, save a bit of time on the shot setup. And again, slight headwind angle here, not much so make sure you have the ball guide as I do there. It's not before the cup, it's going to the pin here, so just be careful of that. 1% slider per ring, once again, pull over the bullseye like we did on hole 1, and it's 15% elevation here. So I pushed up 11 rings, playing 11% slider, 15 elevation, and it falls very nicely for the eagle on hole 4. Hole number 5, sniper rough bump time for the best go at the hole-in-one. Even in this tough wind angle, you've still got a good chance. We are going to add spin, and it's going to be 1 right spin, and you can see I just tweaked the top spin there, and it's around 4.2 top spin. Then you want to have the inner yellow ring touching the rough line, the ball guide deliberately offset to the left, and you'll see a small gap between the right edge of the ball guide and the left edge of the cup. Very important to get that offset in, otherwise you will miss this one slightly to the side. Min plus 10, power 1 settings is my recommendation here. So min plus 10, power 1, try and keep the wind below 8 miles per hour, and of course usual advising here goes in terms of wind angles. You might want to add a click of OP or a click of curl, either way, depending what wind angle you get, because it will vary from person to person. Just getting that one in on the edge, the tweak on the notepad should get you in nicely. A quick reminder to you all before we look at the next hole. London Christmas Tournament next week on Jubilee Groves, the nighttime version. There will be pro and expert qualifying round content on Monday morning. And then for the rest of the week, opening round and weekend round, I will be covering expert division. But if you're playing pro, you might want to check those out as well, because you sometimes get repeat wind angles between those two divisions. Of course, it's from the same tee. So all the work will be done here for you on the channel. You can enjoy the festivities and enjoy the content as well, so you do well next week on the London Christmas Tournament. Hole number 6, again, it's going to be a cheap eagle with a Titan. 5.8 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right on this one. Of course, if you want to go with a power 5 ball, play more aggressively for the Albatross, by all means do so. Stretching out 3 rings with APOC 5, aiming as shown down the next fairway, because I want some distance on this shot. So max plus 10, power 3. Like I said, you don't have to use a Titan, but when you're not really attacking the pin for the Albatross, at least not for the main play, it's sometimes nice to avoid spending a Kingmaker. As I stretched out 3 rings with APOC 5, I push that amount up after I've adjusted. APOC 4, you would need to add a ring and a half on, really, when you're stretching out. But just look at the ball guide, finding your position, same for other club levels as well. We hit perfect here, and the ball will roll very nicely down the fairway. Nice line here, finding the middle of the fairway. Drive distance is going to be around 400 to 410. Second shot, primarily get it to green. Between 2 and 2.5 backspin, depending how you are after you drive, and 2 left spin. Set up with plenty of room from the rough on the left, and have a look at the second and the third bounce there. Just clock where those are in relation to the fringe. That will help you line up your spins according to your drive distance. Push your rings here because the trees are in the way. Max plus 10, power 3. Then once we've done that one, of course using the Cataclysm or the big dog because we need distance here to reach into easily without needing any overpower or push-up. Made our adjustment, pushing our rings. And then the final part of the equation is, of course, going to be taking our shot and then playing with some curl to the left. Here I go with half a ball of curl to the left, hitting perfect, and you'll see here the ball bounces down very nicely. Got the speed nice here on the final round. Okay, could maybe attack the pin a bit more, but it's a putt for the eagle. Not going to grumble at that with a Titan. Hole 7, we are going to start by adding spin with a basic ball. I'm going here with half a bar of topspin. Now this is quite a touchy wind angle here. A fair few misses either side when I was dialing this one in. Switching to a Kingmaker or a Kingslayer, keep the wind below 8. And then we want to set up here with the white ring touching the rough and aim at the pin as best you can. It's very tough to line this one up, and also be advised any slight mishap with pull angle here, you're going to miss to the left or the right, so try and knuckle down. Nice straight pull. Max plus 10, power 3, sniper 10 numbers, even if you're using a sniper 8. For me, 7.8 wind, that is going to be 8.8 rings, were max plus 10, power 3, and then we're going to take our shot. Like I said, take a token or two, get used to the process, put in a few wind angle tweaks yourself, increase your chances to drop these holes here on Grünberg slopes. We get the double bounce nicely, hops down to the green, and we sneak in this one in for the hole in 1. Hole 8, we've got a layup here. We can't be blasting it with a Kingmaker or a Berserker. So go no movement target with the rock, 4 top spin and 1 bar side spin to the left. In the end, I reduce by 1 click though, go down to 3.9 top spin. So even with rock level 7, you'll be fine. So 3.9 top spin, 1 left spin, no movement target. So make sure you enter the hole with the right club and ball. And then we're going to go max plus 10 on this one. Making our adjustment there with our max plus 10. It's 8.4 actually, it's 1-on-1 max plus 10 with the rock. And then we're going to take our shot. No curl, no overpower, perfect ball here, but a minor great left, minor great right, still going to be absolutely fine. You will still find the fairway. And we're going to play a minimum distance shot with the sniper here, which is actually, even though you're approaching from distance, going to be a good chance to drop. Pack the grizzly so you can find the min line easy, and then we're going to set up with sniper in complete min, ball guide through the hole before spin, then you're going to add your spin, and it's going to be as required, might change a bit depending on your drive, but you can see what I'm putting on here. It's about 3.2 backspin, but like I said, always tweak it if need be. And here you want the ball guide going to the pin. Min plus 20, get my words right here. Minimum distance, 20% elevation here, power 3 settings. Making our adjustment nice and carefully there. Thankfully, the bricks weren't in the way. Certain wind angles, you might have issues, so be prepared. Spin the camera around if the building gets in the way there. Min plus 20, and this one gets in very nicely. Good route to the pin here for the eagle. Hole 9 to finish, then we're going to go APOC and Kingmaker, and we're going to go with 5.8 top spin and left spin as shown. Once you've added spin, we're setting up with the ball guide pointing down the middle of the fairway there in between the 2 patches of rough. Top of plus 6 with APOC level 5 plus. Top of plus 12 with APOC level 4. Max plus 5, the adjustment here, max plus 5. Now, after you have adjusted here, if you would like to switch to a higher power ball, you can do for a slower needle with APOC 4, but APOC 5 plus, it's going to be steady enough. Max overpower, slower needle, good chance of hitting perfect. And here you want to try and catch a little glitch roll just to get yourself a nice bit of a drive distance. If you get a dead bounce, you're still going to make sure you can reach the green in 2 for your eagle though. 409 yards here. Second shot needs a bit of a tweak, but I've put on the notepad what I've given you here as the adjustment. It's all about the offset though. I like the adjustment. Spins as shown. It's going to be backspin and 3 right spin. offsetting quite a bit to the right of the pin because of the wind angle, and I don't want to set up ridiculously close to the rough. For a landing position of +3 with Sniper 10, that would be +5 with Sniper 9. I'm playing it 66% slider, 10% elevation. Just need to tweak the landing position or the spins, the offset a little bit here if you want to go for the albatross. Just missing on the left-hand side, but very nice speed on hole 9. Thank you very much for watching this video on the Snow Mountain 9-hole cup here on the channel. Don't forget you can join us on Facebook as well. Totally free to join, over 11,000 members. Free guides are posted there across all the divisions on a regular basis, and the shot sharing and discussion points as well. Come and interact with me and the rest of the members over there. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.